Hey, what's going on, guys? Dignal here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the top 10 tips that I have for you to actually get clients as a highlight editor. Now, keep in mind that this list is not, conclusive, and there are several things that I could add to this list, but these are just 10 things that I keep in mind when I'm looking for an editor for me, essentially. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. And starting off at number 1, we have don't be annoying. Now, this is pretty self-explanatory, but in all actuality is way harder for some people than you might think. So essentially, if you're annoying, I just won't want you as my editor. If you spam me in my DMs, if you constantly reply to my tweets saying need editor, whatever, then it just will not work. And I will just hate you, essentially. So do that, and even if you do end up making it big, or whatever, it's just going to show some immaturity, and it's something that people can hold against you for a very long time. So please try to be as not annoying as possible. Now, heading on to number 2, we have be flexible. Now, this is essentially about the sort of style that you are doing for the video. If your client is asking for a clean edit, and if someone is looking for a clean editor, make sure you have clean edits prepared to show them, and make sure you can actually do clean edits that are, delivered in time and that are actually decent. If you get a client that wants like a clean edit or whatever, and you give them a fucking Brazilian over edit frequency 5000 video, they just will not want you as their editor, and it just won't work. And I'm seeing a lot of people do this, so please do try to be flexible, and please try to just, do that. Now, heading on to number 3, we have to post previews on Twitter. Now, this is very obvious for those of you who already do, but I'm seeing this for a lot of different people. Posting previews on Twitter is by far the easiest way to get noticed in the comm. I myself, I retweet previews that I find are underrated all the time. Especially, I do Twitter posts sometimes where I just look for underrated people, and people send me their previews, and I retweet them if I like them. Now, obviously, if you're already doing this, there's not much else you can be doing, but if you don't have a Twitter, please do make one. It is so easy to grow. Well, I won't say it's easy. If you're good, it's easy to grow, but you're just missing out on so much potential if you do not have a Twitter. Now, heading on to number 4, we have network. Now, what I mean by network is to essentially just make friends. It might sound harder than it is for some people. Now, some people might have, a lot of friends or whatever, but having big friends is actually a very big part in making it as a highlight editor. If you don't have friends in the comm, you will have no one to boost your previews, you will have no one to gas you, and you will just have less connections, essentially. So making friends and actually being friendly with a lot of people will help you in the long run. And this also includes, not starting beef with people, because you're essentially just burning a bridge, and it could be very unnecessary at times. So please do remember to network if you want to grow. Now, moving on to number 5, we have to actually be decent. Now, another one which could be pretty self-explanatory to some people, you need to actually be good to make it as a highlight editor. You need to spend time on your previews, your practice edits, and stuff like that. You need to be able to have the patience to actually do that. If you don't have good edits, you won't get clients, and you especially won't get good clients. So please, like, be decent. Like, don't come and complain that you're not growing or whatever when your previews look like shit. Like, that's just weird. So please do remember to do that. And moving on to number 6, we have reasonable pricing, alright? If you are, just starting out as a highlight editor and you're charging $15, $20, you just will not get any clients. I'm not saying you should edit for free, that's definitely not what I'm saying, but what I am saying is that you should know your worth and to just stick to what you know works. This applies to people both that are underrated, that have no followers, and people that are in the thousands and thousands of follower range, alright? You need to know how much you can charge, how much people are willing to pay, and how much your work is worth, essentially. Moving on to number 7, we have to use all available resources. Now, you need to be posting your previews to every single platform that actually support these previews. That may be Twitter, mainly. We also have TikTok. TikTok actually has a huge highlight editing comm for some reason. I don't really know why. And we also have Instagram and YouTube Shorts. All of these combined, you actually post good previews, you are bound to get noticed on one of these platforms, and then you can go and bring that audience over to the other platform that you're uploading on. Number 8 is to not advertise in weird places. This sort of ties together with number 1, which is don't be annoying. But if I'm posting a tweet that says like hi or noti gang or whatever, and you reply with your preview, that's just really fucking weird. It's really annoying, and it's not gonna make me want to it's not gonna make me want you to edit for me. It just won't. And you might say, well, I mean, more people see it, which is, you know, fair enough, but that's just not the right way to grow. And it sort of ties into the follow for follow thing as well. You don't really want to do that because you will just get shit on. Number 9 is to meet deadlines. Now, this is very, very, very important. If I get an editor to finish a video for me by the 25th, and they take 3 extra days to complete the video, I will never work with them again. It is very, very important to meet deadlines, and, you know, if you're off by 1 day and you've discussed this with the client, that is fine, but you need to keep the client updated, because you will end up losing that client if you don't meet the deadline. Like, if it's your first client and you miss the deadline by 3 days, it doesn't matter if it's for personal stuff, or, you know, just because you can't be asked, it's just not gonna work in the long run. Number 10 is get to the fucking point. Now, essentially, what I mean by this is if I'm posting a tweet that says looking for an editor, and you do all the other stuff, you're able to get the preview to me on time, you have previews up, you have, you know, a couple likes on your preview or whatever, you have reasonable pricing, and you're doing all of that stuff, but you DM me hi, dot. That is literally the worst thing you could possibly do. I do not reply to those DMs. You need to get to the point when you're DMing a client. You cannot send me a fucking paragraph and expect me to read it. If you have 5 followers and you literally send me like a whole fucking book on why I should choose you, I will not choose you. I would prefer it if you just send me the preview, let me watch it, send your price, and then send what you can be done by, essentially. That's all you need. You need all the important information, and that's literally it. And yeah, that's really about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy me, talk down below, comment, subscribe, all the good shit. And I'll see you guys in a couple days, and peace. Alright, this is Dignal. After I'm done editing this, I'm currently live on Twitch, so please do make sure to stop by whenever you can, really. The link is in the description. Just going to follow me on here. I'm going to be live every day until I get affiliate. And there's 13 seconds left until I am monetized. So, 8, 9, wait, no, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 8 minutes, baby!